Merry Christmas, everyone. This is Forgo. I hope you're all having a really great holiday. And for those of you that don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you're having a really wonderful day. So there's going to be a few things that we're going to talk about today, which is this little reminder right here that is letting us know we need to use these tokens. I mean, I know this is pretty self-explanatory for a lot of players, but just in case, make sure that you do use these because these are some really OP characters, especially after all these guys got their buffs. I mean, all of these BS characters here, these four are pretty godly now. The buffs have made them tremendously strong. They are well worth pulling for. Even if the next BS characters are stronger than them, they're still well worth pulling for, unless you just want to save your rubies, just in case maybe there's going to be a different BS banner that you're more interested in. But use those free tokens because it is free and this is the last day that you can use them. Matter of fact, we can just go ahead and use these things right now really quick. Let's see what we get. I'm just going to skip it. It doesn't really matter what I get, in all honesty. I'm not really too concerned. I would like to have a memory for Ignis. That would be pretty damn dope. Let's see here. I really don't want Geese because I don't have Geese on this account. I mean, he's godly, but I'll only be able to, I won't even be able to awaken him more than likely, so I don't really want him because then I just feel like I'm getting teased. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And I really don't want to be teased, but I mean, still, it's a free character. So let's see what happens here. Oh, Merry Christmas. Thank you. Oh my God, that is sick. That is sick, my friends. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's so amazing. And this is my free-to-play account. That is lit. I will be able to A3 Ignis now. That is so sweet. Oh my God. And he makes Lunatic Geese a total joke. And that is something I'm looking forward to doing. Oh my God, I'm loving it. I'm so happy right now that's not even funny. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to talk about these cards that are in the carnival. This is the last day for the carnival, and I just wanted to put some perspective on the cards that you really maybe want to be going for. Maybe you're new to the game, maybe you don't really know. Maybe you wait until the last day to decide, what you should use your selectors on. When it comes to these cards, these aren't very good at all. The KOFAS sets are really good for your defensive characters for the most part, especially if they're defensive characters with attack buffs based off of defense. And a character like Leona would be a godly one. SS Shizuru, who's currently in the craft event, would be godly with this set. I mean, it's not the best set, but it's a really, really good set that is in here. And then you have this set here is not very good. The Noah set is not very good. Don't use it, guys. There's better sets than it. I mean, if you're in a situation where you need one card, you need one card, you already have two of them, you're early on in the game, you're new to the game, and you need one more, then maybe it would be. But really you would want, and the Ryugo set is very outdated. It was really mainly just a PvP set. It's not very good at all anymore. But the Akane set is a good set. It's a very OP PvE set, whether you're playing in Guild Raid, Immortal Dungeons, Spider Robot. It's a really great set to have. And really the same with the Leah set. I've actually done some tests with Leah versus Akane when it comes to certain game modes. And honestly, the Leah set's pretty OP because it can reset all of your skills, which is pretty dope, guys. I mean, you got 30% chance of resetting all of your skills, and you do get a solid, I believe, 34% extra attack all the time with these cards. The Leah is actually very OP. Actually, it does better in the Immortal Dungeons because it can actually reset your skills, and you'll actually build up your PG gain a lot faster, and you can also have your hyper armor up more often, right? And that does make a big difference as far as, playing in there. And then this set here is godly for Spider Robot. It's the best set in here for Spider Robot or Guild Raid. It is the best. But just keep in mind that whenever you do use a set like this, you're going to be tagging in your characters, right? You're going to get a solid 34% extra attack, but you also get an increased attack by 13% and increase attack by additional 15% for 10 seconds and gain 10% power when tagging in. That is OP for using your 3PGs more often, and obviously having that extra attack. The Serena set is OP. Honestly, for Spider Robot and Guild Raid, where you do switch your characters, you do tagging characters, unless you're doing a solo. If you're doing a solo, this is not the best set. Then you'd really want to go with a Leah or a Akane set, if that's your game style, depending on the characters that you're playing with. But when you're tagging in characters, especially in Guild Raid and Spider Robot, the Serena set is numero uno. This is a solid PvP set. If you're interested in PvP, then this will be a good set because it's going to increase a lot of extra HP. And it does have the PvP exclusive, where it decreases the attacker's power charge rate by 50% for 7 seconds when attacked, which is really going to help them from doing their supers more often. And then you also have the other PvP exclusive, where it removes 40% power from the attacker and obtains 20% power when attacked by an enemy with 2 or more power, which means you're going to gain power and actually remove power from them. So you're going to be able to do your super faster, and you're going to delay their super. So it's a really good PvP set. But if you're PvE oriented, this is going to be number 1 for Spider Robot and Guild Raid. And then honestly, I think the Leah set's actually better in the Immortal Dungeons. But it depends. Like if you're tagging in your characters, I mean, it depends. Honestly, the Akane and Leah are really, really close. But because the Leah procs your skills more often, it does actually help you do a little bit more damage for the most part. And honestly, whenever you're using this set in PvP, you can actually get this reflect whenever you're playing in League Match or Absolute War. You can actually get this reflect and actually do a lot of damage to your opponent. So, you just have to make your decisions on, which of these sets is really best for you. I just want to provide some perspective on that. And I will make sure that I at least go to these gold hammers. I wouldn't mind having some of these select cards. I might end up doing this later on, but this is the last day for this thing. So you really want to finish this carnival if you're trying to get to this selector before this ends. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to be getting some rubers. That's right. We're going to be getting some good old rubies from the Team Relay Dungeon. Now, this guy here, I've had a lot of problems trying to get to that 500 million. Immortal Rahk, in my opinion, is the hardest Immortal Dungeon of them all, in my opinion. I know Immortal Vulcan, he's right up there with a lot of players as well, but this guy here just hits like a truck. Whenever he dashes forward at you, he hits like a truck. And you guys can see the teams that I'm going to be using, and this is a free-to-play account. All right, that's the cool thing about this. We have Zero here, and since Zero got buffed, that's insane. And by the way, guys, I don't have any other Nest Fighter on this team. If I did, Zero would get his extra 50% damage buff, but he's not even going to get it here. All right. And then you got Kyo here. Kyo has actually got a type disadvantage against his boss, but he's actually a necessity, and I'll explain why here in a second. And then we have Leona. Now, the reason that these two characters are up on top is because on your first team, you increase damage received by the target when attacking a burned target. Burned target. As long as this guy's burned, you're going to be increasing the damage received, right? If you're doing burn explosion like what Saul has or what Dizzy has, you're going to be removing the burn. I've actually done quite a few tests on this, and as long as you keep the burn intact throughout the entire fight, you will do a whole lot more damage. And that's why Kyo's up on top. He might have the type disadvantage being a yellow, but he's still going to do really insanely well. The other thing that's really nice about this is he is going to benefit from having Iori on the team, right? He's going to get his core passive. He's going to do a lot more damage because of that. I mean, Zero, if I had another Fest Fighter and put him up on here, I would have used them, but really I was just better off using these characters right here. Now, Zero's leadership is only going to buff up purple elements. It's only going to give them an extra attack buff and give them the PG rate. Kyo here is all on his own. He's all on his own. And then Iori's leadership is actually pretty awesome because he actually has the PG rate as well, and they increase to attack by 50% to SS fighters, which Saul, who we got for free, and Dizzy are, right? And as far as the builds on all these characters, I'll just quickly run through them as soon as we get through the loading screen here. Zero, he's got 3 BS stones, and then he has all max capsules, and he's just got a coolest set on him, right? And then with the 3 PG. Then we have Kyo here, who has a Akane set on him, and he has 3 imprint stones. And then Leona here, who actually recently buffed up, has 2 imprint stones. And this stone here actually only gives her HP. It does increase her burn, and does give her an extra attack by 12%, but it's not a double attack stone. And whenever you're free to play, you just kind of got to make do with what you get. You know, you don't get a bunch of attack stones as often as maybe say like a whale that's going all out. And then we have the Shazura set, which is godly on a character like Leona. And then we got a couple option cards adding some extra attack to really help that burn damage. And then of course their 3 PG. And then, you know, Iori here, he's just got a Mad Tea Party set on him, and he has 3 imprint stones. And this is about, you know, a little over 7-month-old account. We have 3 imprint stones here on Saul. Now, here's the cool thing about this. Saul actually has a type advantage. Red have the type advantage against this boss. And Saul, we just have an double attack here, which I got pretty lucky on, and with increased balance type fighters. And actually, all of these are increased attack and balance type fighters, double attack. Right, so when I level these stones here aren't even coming into play. We're not getting any benefits from these 2 stones at all. You might as well look at this as just 1 level of stone on Saul, and then he has max capsules. All these characters have max capsules, and then he just has the Guilty Gear set, which is OP on this character. And this option card is very OP for an SS character because it does give the extra critical rate by 7%. That's a lot of extra CP, and it's going to allow Saul to do a lot more critical hits, therefore doing a lot more damage. And then his 3 PG here actually does give increased active skill damage by 4.5%. So whenever you're spamming your skills, you're going to get some massive benefits from it. And then Dizzy here, she has an SS set, and then again another SS option card that increases your critical damage. Very, very nice card. And then her imprint stones, she has 4 imprint stones on her, 4 max imprint stones. Dizzy's built the best on from all these characters. Now we're going to jump in here and we're going to get that 500 million, guys. Right now I can get 1,700 more rubies by completing this. That's all we need, and we're going to get it. I tried doing this on a stream last night and I didn't quite have my characters leveled up enough, but today I feel pretty damn confident that we're going to nail this. We're going to get these rubies, man. This is my Christmas gift to myself. So here we go. Let's do it. So we start off with old good old Zero here. Hopefully he resets his skills, which he did, which is awesome. And then we're going to try to apply as much burn as we can. Now Kyo here, you know, even though he's got his immunity core, he can die because he does have that type disadvantage. Rahk hits very, very hard. Now I'm just going to start spamming Zero here until he gets his 3 PG. Alright, we're just going to keep spamming him until we get that 3 PG. You really want to apply as much burn as possible, but I want to get his 3 PG up. There we go. And now we can just start running through Kyo's skills and applying an insane amount of burn and try to build up his PG. Remember, Kyo doesn't get a PG rate gain from Zero's leadership, so it's better to try to spam Kyo, apply a bunch of burn, and get his 3 PG off cooldown and get it ready to go. That'll add to his survivability too. And another, you know, it's just crazy to see an account like this do something like this because, I mean, like I said, this is just a little over 7-month-old account. And honestly, to be able to, you know, hit that 500 million mark, which we will do. I mean, guys, we're already at 120 million. We're going to hit it. We're going to hit it. We're absolutely going to hit it. Another thing about Zero is we can just guard. Now, I should have switched to Kyo there. So I could have used this 3 PG. I kind of messed up there. All right, no biggie, no biggie, no biggie, no biggie. And you can see Zero's got that nice PG gain from his guard when he guards. There we go. And now we can really rack up some damage here. I'm going to go ahead and keep Leona's 3 PG up. I don't want to spam her skills yet. There we go. And, I mean, you can play these any way you want. There we go. Now, Zero, unfortunately, he only gets his shield when he gets down to 50% HP. So he takes a lot of damage early on. Actually, he's doing really good right now. He actually hasn't taken much damage at all. But I want to make sure we use Leona's 3 PG here because it is nice and long. Here we go. Oh, it's nice we got that reset. Switch to Leona. I mean, 300 million, guys. Look at this. This is what I mean. You want to apply as much burn as possible so you can do as much damage as possible. All right, now we're going to switch to Keo here. Oh, we're getting it done. We are absolutely murdering this guy. I mean, this first team is almost going to do it by themselves, which is awesome. Okay. And another thing that's nice about these guys is, you know, we have burn on all these characters. Now, Saul, he's going to remove it, but that's fine. That's fine. The damage that guy has, it's just off the charts. And if I had all those Imprint Stones leveled up on him, oh my god, he would just be even more insane. Oh yeah. And Saul's a character you definitely want to spam because of his explosion and his charge skill, man. It is just off the charts. The damage is just ridiculous. And you can tell every time I hit that skill, it is just crazy. Oh, nice, nice. Excuse me. Oh boy. And with Dizzy, you definitely want to be trying to apply burn as much as you can. You know, use your first skill twice. Oh yeah. Switch to Soul. I mean, look at this, guys. We got this in the bag, man. We got this in the bag. Look at that. 30 seconds left. Free to play. Immortal Rahk. Completely destroyed this thing. I just wanted to share this with you guys, especially on Christmas, man. I'm really, really proud of this clear. These guys absolutely destroyed it. So happy because right now I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to collect these 1,700 rubies. So pretty awesome day for good old Forgo because I got all those extra rubies and I got that memory for Ignis. And something else I want to share with you guys really quick is the Shizuru crafting event. I want you to look at something. We got 3 days left of this thing. Look at that. I got enough shards to get 2 more memories. And on my free-to-play account, if we take a look at my Shizuru, we'll take a look at the memories here first. All right? I got a memory right here. That's 3 memories, right? And I already have Shizuru, obviously. Look at that. I'm going to be able to take this girl to A3 guaranteed on my free-to-play account and on my main account as well without spending $1. They just gave us free soul from the Guilty Gear collaboration and pretty much getting an A3 character again, SS, for free. That is just absolutely amazing. So I hope all of you have had the same kind of luck when it comes to Shizuru. So hopefully you're all having a Merry Christmas. And let me know the kind of luck that you had during the BS banner. Let me know what kind of luck you had with Shizuru. And did you decide to go ahead and just wait until the next BS banner shows up? Or did you go ahead and decide to use these limited rubies on the current banner? So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Merry Christmas to all of you. See y'all later.